is Wednesday, September 4th. Good morning. This is Mervyn Hanley with THG News Today right here on THG Network. It's a pleasure to be in your company this morning. The news, of course, is powered by Carl & Sons Unique Bakery on St. Martin with 3 locations on the island. That's at the St. Martin's Medical Center on the Pontville and in Colbay. If this is your first time joining us here on the channel, we ask that you please subscribe to our channel. That's because you never know what's going to happen. It could be breaking news, can be the weather. Of course, we are monitoring systems. There are no systems at this current time, so that's great. We are in the peak of the hurricane season, September, the month of September. And the hurricane season goes until November 30th. So you always want to be kept abreast on what's happening around the region, especially when it comes to the weather at this time. We begin the news with some sad news out of the Bahamas. An early morning accident on the Milo-Butler Highway on Monday has left 3 brothers dead. While 2 of them died on the spot, the third one succumbed to his injuries at the hospital. The accident took place just after 2 a.m. on the Sir Milo-Butler Highway. The victims have been identified as 24-year-old Philip Macaron Christie, 23-year-old Philip DiCaprio Christie, and a 20-year-old D'Angelo Christie. The police reported that the preliminary investigations found that the male driver of the vehicle with 2 adult male passengers were traveling north along Sir Milo-Butler Highway towards the northern bound land when he reportedly lost control of the vehicle and crashed into a tree on the west side of the same highway. The officers upon arrival found the driver and the front seat passenger trapped inside in an unresponsive state. The fire services personnel used the jaws of life to extricate both of them after they were assessed by EMS personnel, but they did not show any vital signs of life. Meanwhile, the rear seat passenger was removed from the car and rushed to the hospital with severe injuries. The police officials reported that the third person, who was the youngest of the 3 siblings, succumbed to his injuries at the hospital. Now listen to this. This traffic fatality also marked the 5th one on the streets of New Providence in less than 24 hours. Traffic fatality, the 5th on the streets of New Providence in less than 24 hours, and the 6th on the streets of the Bahamas in 1 week. And according to the Assistant Superintendent of Police, he's making an appeal for drivers to slow down. And according to him, we know that we had a rainy weekend, and so it makes the road a little more slippery. Fasten your seatbelts and please slow down. And that's a tragedy there in the Bahamas where a mother lost 3 sons just like that, all at once. I watched last night an interview on Eyewitness News Bahamas with the mother of the victims, and she's pretty strong. She's one strong woman, and it's just such a tragedy. Now let's move on to news out of the British Virgin Islands where, according to 284 News, Premier of the Virgin Islands Dr. the Honourable Natalia Wheatley successfully moved a motion in the House of Assembly on Tuesday, September 3rd, to have the opposition's motion of no confidence removed from the day's order paper. The motion of no confidence detailed in the order paper for the 19th sitting of the House of Assembly reflects deep concerns within the opposition regarding the Premier's leadership and governance. Premier Wheatley argued in favour of having the motion removed based on technicalities that the opposition failed to follow. The no-confidence motion criticizes Premier Wheatley's management since the formation of his government in April 2023, highlighting what the opposition describes as a bleak economic outlook and a rapidly declining quality of life for the people of the Virgin Islands. The order paper states that there is significant lack of public confidence in the Premier's leadership, which the opposition attributes to several missteps and failures in governance. Okay, so you wanted so badly to remove the Premier and his government, but because you rushed this and did not file the order paper with all those technicalities, the Premier just smiled at you guys and you guys are not ready yet. You guys are not ready for governance yet. And the people overwhelmingly, yes, it was 6+1, Honorable Lorna, I believe her name is, yes. And they formed the administration. They formed the government. The people are satisfied with that. So I'm very surprised now that the opposition is coming now to state that the people, they have absolutely no confidence in the Wheatley administration. Finally, in our news this morning, we take a look at LIAT and what's happening on St. Kitts. LIAT 2020 began flying to St. Kitts on Monday, September 2nd, according to WinFM News. further enhancing connectivity across the Eastern Caribbean. The airline added St. Kitts to its growing network, which also includes its home bases of Antigua, Dominica, St. Lucia, and Barbados. LIAT 2020's Chief Executive Officer discussed with ABS Television on Antigua that the airline will soon expand its connectivity into St. Vincent, Grenada, Tortola, St. Martin, Guyana, Trinidad, and Panama. LIAT 2020 service is expected to increase from a 5-day operation to a 7-day operation by November 2024. Also, through its partnership with Earpiece, LIAT 2020 plans to launch flights from Africa, creating a more hassle-free gateway to St. Kitts and Nevis and other Caribbean territories. The inaugural flight to St. Kitts coincides with the St. Christopher Air and Seaport Authority's 31st anniversary celebration. With that, we've just concluded THG News for today, Wednesday, September 4th. Of course, the news powered by Carl & Sons Unique Bakery on St. Martin. Do join us again tomorrow morning, God's willing, at 6 o'clock Atlantic Standard Time. Of course, you can listen and watch the news any time of the day, but it's right here on THG Network. My name is Mervyn Hanley. Have a blessed day. Carl & Sons have been serving the people of St. Martin for over 40 years. And the food and service get better and better. From early morning, customers flock to the bakery for their favorite sandwiches, cakes, pastries, you name it. First thing at mornings and last thing at afternoons, folks rush to Carl & Sons for simply the best. There are 2 locations, Coal Bay and on the Pondville. In Coal Bay, the opening hours are Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. On Saturdays, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. And on Sundays, 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Opening hours on the Pondville, Monday to Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, 6:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. We also cater for weddings, parties, special events, whatever the occasion. It's Carl & Sons. Our staff, we are always happy to serve you. Call us today, the Coal Bay location, 721-544-2462. That's 721-544-2462. Or in Phillipsburg, 721-543-1059. That's 721-543-1059. It's Carl & Sons Bakery. We are here to serve you. Nevis, satisfy your sweet tooth at Feaser's, the cozy spot in Charlestown, known for its mouth-watering ice cream and dal parade. We are open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come in and sample our patties, sandwiches, air-fried wings with fries, hot dogs, rotis, and now our famous smoothies, in all flavors of course. And don't forget to try the famous bus-up shut and saltfish. It's Feaser's, located at the entrance to the Cotton Ginnery Mall in Charlestown, Nevis. They're also available by phone, so place your order by calling 1-869-665-2458. Don't ask about the rest, just try the best.